overnight line movers. Talking about some changes here. Check out SBRodds.com for all the latest in Major League Baseball. One we're going to look at to start off here, Teddy. Mariners looking for another win in the Bronx. Embarrassed those Yankees yesterday. Open up as a plus 155 dog today. Sitting around plus 145 right now at SBRodds.com. A total of 9.5. It's going to be Leak versus Happ on the mound in the Bronx.
Yeah, I mean, the Mariners are 7-17 in their last 24 games. Do the markets care? They do not. What do they care? Well, they hit the ball yesterday, 14 hits, 3 different home runs, and the 10-1 win. And Seattle team leads the majors in home runs, 74 dingers. They have, 13 of them in the last 5 games. And they're going against a pitcher in J.A. Happ who is very home run vulnerable. He's already given up 12 dingers, at least 1 in 6 of his 7 previous starts, and 2 last time out. Clearly, the market's worried about Happ being able to keep the ball in the park today, hence the early Seattle money.
Pirates total on the rise. Actually, we just talked about the game with the Texas Rangers here that had a lot of runs yesterday. Now we're going to move it over to St. Louis. St. Louis didn't have too much success against the Philadelphia Phillies yesterday, getting shut out over 9 innings. Early line opens up, Teddy, at 8. Now posting around 8.5 at SBRodds.com. Pirates and the Cardinals. Musgrove versus Waka.
Yeah, the over money coming in here. I mean, Waka hasn't been good. He hasn't past the 5th inning in his 2 starts since coming off the DL. At home at Busch, he hasn't been good. He's given up 8 runs in 9.1 innings. And it's a Pirates team that's hit him. On the other side, you have Musgrove coming off his worst start of the season. He gave up 7 runs, 5 earned, and 2.2 against Oakland. You know, his quotes are fine. The important thing is being able to put this behind you and be good in your next start, not to let this one linger and bleed in the next one. These nights are going to happen throughout the course of the season. I can either sit and dwell on this, or I can pick out things I did wrong, look at the few things I did right, and move on. Worth noting, he has gone at least 6 innings in each of his 5 other starts, but the bullpen behind him, that Pirates bullpen behind him, is problematic right now. We talked about the Rangers come from behind win against that Pittsburgh bullpen yesterday, and the Pirates bullpen today, anything but fresh and anything but healthy. It could be a problem and could be a reason why we're seeing some of the over money in St. Louis in early betting action.
Out on the West Coast tonight there, 9:40 Eastern time, first pitch, Soroka versus Weaver. The Braves struggling a little bit out there on their West Coast swing. Opened up as an actual favorite here at SBRodds.com today. Some offshore market showing minus 116s, minus 120s, but that's reverted back to minus 110 and less for tonight's game between the Braves and the Diamondbacks. Soroka versus Weaver on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, Weaver pitched brilliantly last time out. He's looked pretty darn good, although I'm surprised to see money come against Soroka. We talked about this a little bit with Caleb Smith, where maybe the market's over-adjusted and then you're seeing money come the other way. But, you know, we've seen Soroka take money in almost every start this season. And we're talking about a guy with a 1.14 ERA, a guy who opponents are hitting 182 against him. He hasn't given up a home run yet in 23.2 innings. And you see the quotes, you know, catcher, Brian McCann. The game's slow to him. You're talking to him before the game. You're talking to him in-game, the adjustments he's able to make because he slows the game down. To be his age, it's incredible. It's hard to think that someone can come in here and take the ball and slow the game down like he can. It's a rare thing in today's game. He's well beyond his years. First time we've seen money come against Soroka. And that maybe some pro D-backs money, obviously with Atlanta struggling in the road trip at L.A. But you're not going to see the markets move against this guy on a consistent basis, not when he's throwing like this. I'm surprised at all the early money coming for the home team.